Good afternoon, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I'm going to show you this bad boy here. It is a Hyundai KONA 1 litre turbo, and this is the premium model. This car has a ton of features on it, loads and loads and loads of spec. It's really cool. I'm going to go through basically just in terms of specification. We'll have a quick look at acceleration because it's the 1 litre turbo engine. But you know what's actually cool about this car? Sometimes they bring out really interesting cars which are nice looking, and you always kind of look at the front of it, you go, that's really aggressive at the front, which this car absolutely is. And then you go into the back and it's grand, it's nice and tidy. But actually it's the first time I've looked at a car, whatever way they've symmetrically designed it, it actually it looks every bit as aggressive at the back as it does at the front. Anyway, come look at it yourself, you'll see. I think it's a really cool car. Anyway, Brian is my name, Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. If you want information on these KONAs, please do give us a shout, 086 843 1945. The garage is located in Kildare town, so behind me over here there's Maxall, there's a Honda garage here, we've Hyundai here, and then further on up the road there's also Mercedes, and there's Hyundai garages in Naas and also Tullamore as well. So it is a family run business operation for almost 7 years. The reason I'm saying that to you is if you spend money on a car like this, at a garage like this, you will get the after sales service that you would expect. And if you look at the banner over here, Hyundai is Kildare's best selling brand. 2013 up as far as 2017, and it's going to be again in 2018, for the reason is cars like this are part of the range. So let's have a look around the car. Just as I was saying at the start, we look at the car at this angle. I think it looks really cool. We go around to this angle here. Similarly again, obviously still the front of the car, still dead cool looking. And this is what I'm talking about. Just when you go around to this side, I don't know, whatever it is, but it's still really aggressive looking and kind of symmetrical all the way around. Maybe I am obsessing about something that is all in my head, but I think that's a damn cool looking car all the way around. I think it's probably these arches actually. Anyway, at the front of the car, let's have a quick look. So the first thing that you see is, this is a premium model. There's 3 different specs. Premium is the highest spec available. First thing we see, 2 front fog lights down low here, built into the bottom of the bumper, just underneath the grille. The grille then has a chrome insert to go around the family face Hyundai grille that you see. Up along here we have daytime running lamps, and then in here these are your full and dipped headlights. So dipped headlights in through here and full headlamps up through here. Indicators are recessed just off the daytime running lights, but when all the lights are lighting on this car, you got 2 here, 2 there, 2 over there, daytime runners up through there. Really excellent light on the car overall. The front bumper has some interesting, first of all, along through here, these are reflectors on the side, but it is a very interesting sort of bumper shape overall, including the top section of the grille, obviously the grille here and down below. All very aggressive, all comes together. Like, there's tons of shapes and lines. If someone said to me, right, we're going to make a car and there's going to be all sorts of lines, and they described how it would be, this is not how I would imagine it. On paper it shouldn't look nice, but it actually does. If you come around, you've got these big chunky arches, they come all the way down the side, and then at the bottom there's a rugged looking skirt all the way down through here. You've got this nice brushed aluminium garnish at the bottom of the door. The wheels are really damn cool. Unfortunately this car has done a little bit of driving. We do have obviously brand new ones in stock, so it's not this specific car for sale. This video is just for the purpose of specification, but they're gorgeous wheels when they're clean. Unfortunately, as you see here, there's quite a lot of dirt on these, but they have a lovely shiny sort of reflective diamond cut finish, and what I like about them is they have a grey insert rather than black that you see in a lot of cars now, so really cool. This one has an optional roof which is black. When I say optional roof, I mean the roof obviously is standard, but the colour of the roof is optional. So if you look up through here, it's got a black roof. That is not something you can go for a full colour coded car either if you want, but I have a funny feeling the black to match the arches and the bottom black sections is going to be a very popular choice. The rear lights on the car are really nice. I really like them. They're nice and tidy, and they have an interesting shape when you're driving behind that at night. It looks really nice. Down here, reflectors and fog lights and indicators all recessed in through there, but again nice and tidy looking. Roof rails up high along through here. Nice rear roof spoiler, so look at that shape all the way up through here. It's damn cool. Looks really cool, and this car has privacy glass because it's a premium as well. At the back of the car it has a nice skid plate up through here, and then after that we have parking sensors all the way along the back, which is mated to a camera inside. and there is a nice chrome section along the boot, and I'm still familiarizing myself with this car, so forgive me, but yes, there is parking sensors are standard on the front of the car. So anyway, everyone to their own. I know not everyone can like a car, but if you don't like the look of this, I think you're going to be in a minority, because I think it's really, really cool looking. So anyway, that engine that's in there is a 1 litre turbo, and this is the turbo gasoline direct injection 1 litre setup. So that is 120 horsepower. We're going to have a quick look at the acceleration now in a sec. And road tax for the year is €270. Claim fuel efficiency in and around, I suppose, 50 plus miles per gallon. So let's take a pinch of salt, and we're going to say it's between 45 to 50, which for a petrol engine these days, these modern petrol engines are knocking out some seriously good fuel efficiency figures, making it questionable as to why you need to buy a diesel car anymore. And guess what, you know what? It's nice to be driving petrol cars again. We've been driving diesels for so long, I actually only realised that petrols have become popular again, and I really actually know why, because they're so nice to drive, and now you can drive them efficiently too. Anyway, let's have a look at how this car moves. So as we were saying, this is the 1 litre turbocharged gasoline direct injection engine. It's a nice snorty sound. I really actually like driving petrol cars again, because then you just don't get it from a diesel. There's a nice little bit of snort and reaction to the car when you put the foot down in terms of acceleration. Anyway, let's have a look to see if you start off in a car like this and you select first gear. So we're just going to have a quick look, first and second gear. So now we're on a straight piece down the yard here. So first, you can't be unhappy with that. That is, remember, a 1 litre turbocharged car that's 120 horsepower, and in fairness, I think you can see from that it gets up through first and second gear very quickly. But what about more realistic, kind of maybe pulling from second gear and pulling from third gear? Let's have a look at that. So in this case, we're going to be doing, say, 44 kilometers an hour. So if we accelerate now in second gear, put our foot down right now. Into third gear. Similarly, say for example, 50 kilometers an hour, we're in third gear. We're going to put our foot down now. I'm in third gear. It's pulling along. There's absolutely tons of power in that. It's a really good engine. That's a deadly little engine. It's going to be fuel efficient, obviously, because it's 1 litre. But to be fair, actually, the acceleration that you're getting, and one thing I find, the Honda do a similar 1 litre turbo engine. When you put your foot down, you get a nice linear, same amount of power all the way through. This one's actually got a little bit more power. As you get higher up into the RPMs, it actually has a little bit of a kick at the end, so it's really enjoyable to drive. This is the first time I've actually driven the car, genuinely. Actually, I've literally never been on the road in this car before. This car is, the impression I'm getting is, I feel high off the ground. I feel like I would in like a Tucson or something similar, like an SUV, Sportage Tucson, all that kind of stuff, or even Honda HR-V, which we also sell as well. So that is the genuine first impression that I see. It's just the amount of stuff in the cabin. Anyway, let's have a quick look at specification. Before I do that, let's check one thing. I've keys here for a Tucson, which is Plug, Ireland's best-selling car. This Tucson here, let's have a look at the boot, right? Because I can show you a picture of this boot from the video, but it's kind of hard probably to get a decent sort of idea of what it's like. So let's have a look at a Tucson boot, and let's have a look at the KONA boot. Okay, so let's have a look. Our KONA boot along here is quite large. There is a Tucson over there, okay? So if we think about it this way, I know this is real stupid stuff. There's my shoe, not as clean as you want it. Right, 1, it stops there. 2, you get a bit more. So you get about 2.5 feet, and then, oh my God, why did I not bring a measuring tape? 1, 2, 3. So there's the guts of 2 by 3, okay? Using this extremely advanced device. Right, Tucson. 1 shoe, 2. Okay, so it's got about that much extra on the KONA, but then again, this is a much larger car. I don't think there's going to be much in it widthwise. 2, 3, there you go. That is absolutely tiny. And remember, the price point that you're going to be looking at on a Tucson is significantly more expensive. Now yes, overall it is a bigger car, and it's going to suit some people that need that size of a car, but the KONA boot here, and considering the price point, and what you're getting overall for the size of car is actually really, really, really good. In terms of underneath, we have a temporary spare wheel, which is great because a lot of cars don't have it anymore. There's some storage over here. There is a courtesy light in through there, and then after that we have this guy here to allow us to close things down. What a damn cool back end to a car. Anyway, and even actually, while we're outside here, look how chunky looking the side of the car is. It's got big fat arches. I know there's a Citroen, not sure what it is, some sort of C3 or something like that that's in a similar sort of category now. And actually I saw one the other day, and the first thing that stood out to me was it's kind of chunky looking, but this is before I saw this in real life. This is the same kind of idea. Big, chunky, lovely lines in the car. Anyway, in terms of the back, there is child locks, electrics for windows, leather along through here. This is a premium, so you get full leather interior. Three head restraints, 3 safety belts, and also Isofix here, Isofix for the other side as well, and kangaroo storage in through here. Just in case you're wondering what size is the back of this car, this is a Tucson. So if you have a look at the Tucson, headroom there, right, which is good. Legs, and you know, I've got good space in front of me here as well. I'm 6 foot, which is not unbelievably tall, but I'm reasonably tall. If I sit into the back of a KONA, and I haven't been basically messing around with seats here, this is actually, you know, this is the size that we're looking at. So again, headroom, it doesn't feel much different. Down through here, seating, a little bit tighter along through here, but definitely still very comfortable as 6 foot. I got an armrest down through here, headrest back up through here, nice and comfortable. So to be fair, thus far, yes, there is people that are going to need the size of a Tucson for sure, but there's going to be a hell of a lot of people that have bought the Tucson because maybe they wanted something that was higher off the ground, but they didn't necessarily need the size. This is the one for you next time around, I guarantee it. After that, in terms of extras in the car, let's have a quick look. We're just going to close the door. First thing is safety wise while we're here. So we have airbag over there. I've got airbag side, curtain up high, and then on the other side similarly I've got airbag up here into the back and the side of my seat. And also then if I slam on the brakes, I have emergency brake assist, emergency brake distribution, anti-lock brakes. Basically I can have full braking pressure and still maintain control of the car. Plus I also have a lane warning system, which means in through here I can, what am I doing? Okay, in through here I have a lane assist setup, which means if I drift out of the lane, the car will basically manipulate steering controls without me having to do it to try and keep me dead centered. And over here then we have also a lane warning setup as well. If I drift out of the lane, it's going to audio warn me. While we're down here, this has a traction control we talked about, lane assist we talked about. This is an unusual feature, which is the first time I've seen in Hyundai. If we're basically reversing backwards, so say we go for reverse and we're going out backwards, great, the camera tells me what's going on behind me, but it doesn't tell me what's going on this way or this way. So basically if something is coming along, for example, if I look out the back of the car just off the quarter panel here, say for example that Santa Fe was reversing towards me and I was going backwards along here and I hadn't picked it up in my camera, I'm going to get a warning to say I've got a problem coming from the other side. And the other cool thing as well is I also have, see this light here? If someone is sitting on my quarter panel back here and they're out of my way, that little light there is basically going to tell me that it's unsafe to switch lanes because there's somebody that I cannot see in my mirror over here that's sitting on the quarter panel. So it's, and look, I've had that, I've seen that. It's a nice feature. I haven't seen it on Hyundai. This is the first time I've seen it on Hyundai. We've had it on the Honda, and it's dead handy in traffic. M50, all that kind of stuff. Very, very good. Anyway, back to what's in the car. Premium gets automated headlights. Sorry, that is not true because these are wipers. It gets automated wipers, which means there's a little sensor up through here, and when it detects precipitation on the windscreen, that will automatically have the wipers come on. But yes, there is also automatic headlights in through here as well. And what's really cool about these, I love the way you don't have to rely on this information here. It's actually telling you up on the screen what your wipers and lights and all that kind of stuff are doing. Small thing, but really thoughtful. I think it's so cool. After that then we have our trip information in here, so we can see speed, average fuel consumption, all that kind of stuff, how much fuel we got left, lane keep assist, or what the driver attention basically, and then also the tire pressure, what each tire is doing, and then down through here we have various settings that we can manipulate. Down through here then you have cruise control or speed limiter, which you can set. You got Bluetooth, which is voice activated, which I actually haven't used yet on this, so I'm going to have to teach myself. Feature is available when a phone. Okay, at the moment, so I haven't got any phone connected, but once I did, that'll allow me to do that. Great. After that, USB and auxiliary and all that kind of stuff in through there. Heating controls with automatic air conditioning, front and rear windscreen demisters, where we want the air to blow, all that kind of stuff. Heated seats. It is now outside 6 degrees, and heated seats are very, very welcome for both front passengers. I got hill descent control down through here, parking sensors on or off. Oh yeah, so actually I haven't tried that. So let's go backwards for a sec. Dynamic lines in the camera as I reverse, and if we go forward, big plug on the sign, but anyway. Okay, so it's telling me I got a problem in front of me, and then if I go backwards, it's telling me hopefully that either I need a new bumper or I'm going to possibly touch the Santa Fe. Great. And in through here it's giving me the same sort of warning as well. The radio is pretty funky. Off the driver's eye line just over here comes up, easy to use rather than, just in case you're wondering why are all these manufacturers doing that, because you're not rooting down there, that's why, and you still have some hope of seeing what's going on when you're actually driving along. Okay, after that, radio in through here, which is all touch and swipe and all that kind of stuff. Media, if I have any Bluetooth music or auxiliary connected, whatever, up and down through seeking stations, home, back into my menus overall. These are the important too, Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and if you have your phone connected, let's face it, we all use maps on the phones now, so that'll bring up maps through here. So it's not navigation, but you can access your maps up through here using the phone, and then after that various other menus and stuff in through here. So very nice little unit, easy to use. After that, I think that is pretty much most of what's available. I'm only damn sure I've missed something, so I apologise if I do. Usually what happens is I finish it up and I go, oh my god, crap, I forgot to do something. Over here, electrics for windows, mirrors, and also the mirrors fold in automatically when you close the car. That car is a damn cool car, especially if you look at the price point that car is at. That is seriously good value for money for what you're getting. There's a ton of features in it. It drives really good. We're back into snorty, interesting, fun petrol cars. It looks really, really cool. Anyone that comes in to look at this car, like literally not one person has actually given us negative feedback in the car so far, and that's unusual. And we're finding that there's people who are driving Tucson's, i30s, various other types of cars in our range, as well as other ranges are now starting to consider a car like this. So it's a very wide appeal segment overall. If you would like information on the car, please do give me a call. If you come to the garage, please do ask for Brian, I'd appreciate that. And if you want information on the phone, trade-ins, finance, all that kind of stuff, 086 843 1945. We provide finance because we deal with all the major lenders, and we always want trade-ins as well, so your trade-ins are very, very welcome. I think that's pretty much it. If there's anything I've missed or there's something that you want me to do, let me know. That is 1 litre turbocharged petrol premium. So hopefully the video is useful to you. If this car is of interest, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for taking time to watch.